Okay, let's go.
The craziest party of our planet is right here.
Once a year, the brave or the wild fly to Rio de Janeiro to experience something unlike anything you've seen before. Carnival. What's meant to be a 10-day celebration can last up to a month. The streets flood with music, dancing, drinking, and half-naked strangers screaming in every direction. But behind the beauty, the music, and the madness is a very real danger. Rio is one of the most unsafe cities in the entire world. Spend a day here and you will be walking among pickpockets, thieves, and even worse. Let's just say, I found this out firsthand.
This is scary even for me.
Genuinely, I don't know if there's any major city in the world that is quite so scary. I've honestly never felt more unsafe in my entire life, but I'll try anything once. So, let's find out what really makes this the world's biggest fiesta, and if this is going on your bucket list or your hell no list. There it is. Wow. Welcome to the world famous Copacabana. Huh?
Copacabana.
What did I say?
Copacabana.
This is crazy. An eruption of sounds, smells, textures, noises, and look at this view. They are playing volleyball with their feet. That is incredible athleticism. This is the most Brazilian thing of all time. One of the most lively beaches of our planet. Every single day of the year, you'll see this beach lined with people under those umbrellas, hiding away from the sun, enjoying these incredible views.
Walking around, everyone seems like they're partying all the time. Maybe it's Carnival, maybe it's just Brazilians, you don't know.
Ever since I was just a young boy, this beach I'm on right now was ingrained into my mind. I don't know if it was that incredible crescent shape, the white sand, the tropical energy of it, or if it was my first time seeing a Brazilian. But either way, it was a beach I always wanted to see. And it took me 31 years to finally make it here. But what's super special is if you look at the shape of Rio de Janeiro, you've actually got two of these beaches. On this side, Copacabana, just behind those buildings there, is Ipanema. Two world famous beaches surrounding this city. Ooh, I don't think this is the Caribbean. It's cold.
Nothing near Cape Town though. That's like insanely cold.
Yeah.
One of the best parts about Brazil is something called an acai berry, which is native to the Amazon rainforest. We have it everywhere. It's the acai berry. Everybody knows what acai is. We all love it. It's just excitement for life everywhere.
That's Brazil, I think.
Yeah. Muito bom.
Carnival hasn't even started yet, but I can already feel this. This is gonna be one of the craziest experiences of my life. The energy in the city, I feel like on an average day is electric, but what's about to happen in 2 more days from now, it is going to be insane. It's like throwing gasoline on a fire. Rio is coming to life. We flew directly from Cape Town to Brazil, and luckily a piece of Cape Town joined us. This is our South African friend, Montana.
I'm so happy to see you. Oh, it's so good to see you.
All right, guys, meet Rex. Rex is short for Montana.
Sweet.
How you been doing well in Brazil?
Having a great time.
Yeah.
I'm moving here and I'm never leaving.
Okay, you're leaving Cape Town. One paradise to another.
Yes.
So last night we had an Uber and I asked if we could open the window. The driver said no. Now there's a huge communication barrier here. Very little English is spoken and my Portuguese is very no bum. So we left it. But today I said, could you please open the window again? This driver also said no. He's just put into his phone translating that it's because of danger. You cannot open your own car windows when driving here in Rio, which is kind of crazy, right? Imagine people knowingly traveling to a place where it's so sketchy that you don't even want to put your window down.
That is insane. This is like, no one told me Brazil was this beautiful.
So I feel like my job is pretty much traveling around the world and going to beautiful places, particularly tropical beaches. And what I just saw was already one of the best things I've ever seen. This is literally the definition, the masterpiece, the canvas on which a master painter would paint. On which a painter would paint. That Christian, my man, where do you get your words? Everywhere we go, energy, energy. Also, people, like, look at that. Everybody knows their way around a soccer ball. So this has been our day. It's been a very, very amazing one. The most picture perfect beach maybe on this planet. What?
And Ross LeBlanc is the guy that inspired me. Thank you, man, for doing that. You're the man. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Bro, that's wild. I'm just here filming on a rock. Thank you, bro.
Obrigado.
It's a small world.
Obrigado.
Obrigado. After flying across from Cape Town, this is exactly the relaxing day I wanted here to start off the trip to Rio. And it's probably where you're gonna wanna come for yours too. It's only like 30 minutes away from the Ipanimas and the Copacabana. You definitely need to come here. Now the one thing I will add is this might be a theme on this trip, but I am feeling extra cautious. When I travel, I never really leave my stuff unattended. But here, I'm literally almost feeling like I have to keep my bag on my back. I've never really felt that way in any of my travels, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. I've got enough stuff on me that I definitely don't wanna get mugged. I didn't, what's the name of this place?
Prior to Joatinga.
What?
Prior to Joatinga.
Today is day number 1 of Carnival, the world's biggest party. This video serves as many different purposes. For one, I want to show you Rio. Secondly, I want to show you what is Carnival. But thirdly, I want to show you how the heck to manage Carnival, because arriving here, you really feel dropped out of place. It's so confusing. Everything's in Portuguese. It's very unclear what's going on. So hopefully this video helps you there. You're probably wondering, why is everybody half naked walking around downtown? And the answer goes all the way back to the Egyptians. This is probably not only the largest party, it's the longest standing party, because back in the day, the ancient Egyptians used to celebrate the ending of winter and the coming of spring with a festival called Carnival. That tradition was then passed on to all of Europe, being brought to places like France, being brought to places like Portugal. Even in the US, you know it as Mardi Gras. The Portuguese came and colonized Brazil. And today is the start of this massive festival, celebrating what used to be the coming of spring. And nowadays, it's taken shape in its own way. And not only is this celebrated in 50 different countries, this is the mecca of it. Here in Rio de Janeiro, there will be roughly 2 million people on the streets today. You're starting to see a little of the chaos, but you've not seen anything yet. Guys, this is Julia.
Hi!
Whenever you travel, the best thing you can do is get in with the locals. This is amazing. Ruby's Brazilian friend from back in LA has introduced us to a whole crew of people.
Where are you from?
I'm Canadian.
Canadian?
Yeah, bro.
Toronto?
Vancouver.
Vancouver?
Yeah, bro.
We are here in Rio. Fernanda Montenegro is gonna win the Oscar today. Best thing about Carnival that we can dress as we want. Nobody gonna judge you. Yeah.
Nobody's gonna judge anyone here.
We drink like 7 a.m. Everybody is in the same vibe.
It is like the highest energy I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I like your style.
Nah, I speak Portuguese, man. It's
Yeah.
in Brazil, you know?
How do I say it? I like your style in Portuguese.
Maneiro.
Maneiro.
Tá maneiro. Tá maneiro. Ah, but I'm a fucking famous here in Brazil, man. If you film me, you need to pay me a lot.
I'll pay the royalties. I'll give you my manager's contact, yeah? It's crazy. But what the camera isn't catching is all the amazing little interactions. People just coming up and saying hi to you. Some of them don't speak English. It's honestly beautiful. I'm having a lot of fun. One thing you should know about Carnival, the blocos is where, more than anywhere in Rio,
Phones, accessories, valuables will go missing. Everybody that knows what they're doing has one of these under their pants. My phone is in here, which is also the way to pay, and it should be safe in here. But the other thing to know is that luckily everyone takes credit cards, so you don't have to carry a bunch of cash around. Cheers. We actually missed the bloco. Instead of explaining to you what it is though, we're actually moving now to another one that is just beginning. So what you saw was just literally a warm-up for where we're headed now.
We're about to go experience the bloco actually this time. We will chase it if we have to, into the dense crowd. I'm ready, I'm prepared, that was a warm-up.
Double G! Snoop Dogg! So good. What is this, Julia?
It's a mix of everything.
So like a little meat stick.
All the meats with farofo.
What's farofo?
I don't know. It just tastes so good. I know what it is.
It's delicious though.
Farofo is dried cassava. It's like sand, but it tastes good.
Obrigado. The best is down. Obrigado. Okay, I'm ready. How do I look now?
So perfectly sparkly, what a great method.
Thank you.
You learn a thing or two when you're in Brazil.
É o quê? É o quê? O quê? É o quê? Piroca! Ai! Ai!
So Julia, you're saying
Put the camera
put the
away.
camera away.
I'm so serious.
Where are we right now?
Put the camera away.
Wow, we just had a moment there. I've never seen thieves more obviously in my life. These guys were so concentrated, so focused, looking at everyone's arms, wrists, pockets.
This is scary, isn't it, for me?
Scary. Some guy just came and did makeup on everyone. He put like, he's like, I work at L'Oreal.
I have a girlfriend and he wanted to kiss me.
He did.
And I almost kissed him because he was pretty as f.
He was a good looking dude.
I asked Julia if he was pretty. And he tried to kiss my girlfriend. Babe. I'm almost gay. I'm not saying it's in my blood. Almost.
It's me, Mario. Where's Luigi?
Mario.
Luigi! The Mario Brothers!
It's me, Mario.
From Timu. Alright, it's like a mass migration right now. We have found the bloco. Starting to hit peak chaos. We're getting closer to the bloco. It's moving as well, and it's really hard to catch up when there's a crowd.
Never-ending hamster wheel of them moving and us moving and them moving and us moving. It's crazy. Super famoso.
Na moral, where from?
Canada.
Canada. Is your first time in Brazil?
First time ever. So now, I think you start to understand why this is the biggest party. But this is not just the only bloco. This is one of many. Right behind me is one of these art cars, basically blasting music, surrounded by thousands of people. This whole block is shut down. But this is happening all over Brazil right now. The energy is electric. You're gonna have a good time without anything. Get this, we're walking to the metro and in Portuguese to Julia someone says, go fast, there's bad people around here. That's a reality check. You're covered inside a hat right now. Genuinely, I don't know if there's any major city in the world that is quite so scary and so high risk for at least theft and robbery. I just don't know if there's anything else that comes close. Everywhere we go, people are warning us. Every time someone sees me hold this camera. It's not like that.
When you have someone to lean on.
You gotta have someone to lean on.
Yes, and it's fine. When you have someone to lean on, it's fine. But
yes.
For example, I can't pee in public.
Right.
And I have to go home because of that.
That makes sense.
So that's why I'm here. Okay.
Thank you for sharing that. Never mind. Rio is safe. Now, blocos are a big part of Carnival, but the biggest party, that's coming. Chaos. Beautiful chaos. I love the feeling though. One of the best things that ever happened to me was I did a school exchange in Bangkok, Thailand. A chaotic city that gives me a lot of the feelings I get here in Rio. Lights, sirens, sounds. It's not for everyone, especially when you have to be so careful to hold on with 2 hands to your phone, your cameras. In fact, I shouldn't even be doing this, but I love the energy. I don't know what it is. Obrigado. Traffic in Rio, it's no joke. But during the Carnival season, it is crazy, like total gridlock. So I was told this is the way to get around it, and it's official. It's like I'm back in Bangkok. So I'm just walking around the streets right now, a little find. The incredible thing is, here in the city of Rio, Carnival isn't just a festival, it's literally a lifestyle. It's a year-round affair. The blocos have been going on even before Carnival began. Like, these people will go a solid month of just going at it. I know I push my luck sometimes, but I've already had 2 very kind older women come up to me and be like, put away your camera. And I think she's probably right. Kind of on the outskirts of what would be the tourist area here, so you're going in my backpack. Despite all the chaos that you're hearing and that I am unfortunately passing on to you, it is a reality. There's actually quite a bit of enforcement. You got a lot of pulled over cop cars, undercover cops, but it doesn't stop the problem entirely, not even close. Most of the culprits of the snatch and grabs are actually not who you'd expect. It's usually the kids, as young as like 10 years old, and they can be out here grabbing phones that are left unattended on the beach. They can grab purses, and even Montana told me that in her 3 days here in Rio, she's seen it happen twice now. My friend just told me that last night his friends, Brazilian friends, went out and their phone got taken. The best way to enjoy Rio is to come with nothing that you can't afford to lose. Leave behind the watches, leave behind everything flashy, and just enjoy yourself. You'll be a lot less stressed that way. I can tell you I'm a little stressed holding this camera right now, but hey, how else could I show you this place? Woo! Carnival!
Oh my god.
Hey! Don't do that! You scared me!
I like the fit though. Very nice, baby.
Oh my god, yes, yes, yes.
Got you a little surprise, baby.
Vai, vai, vai. Gente, fica à vontade, tá?
Ooh! What's the back do?
Yes!
Obrigado. How would you rate the merch game here in Rio?
10 out of 10. No.
Let me tell you a little bit about Carnival. This is our room. And this time of the year, a very, very simple room, but a nice room. It's costing about $250 a night. I think the price is literally like triple, if not 5 times what it normally is here in Rio. So coming to Brazil, coming to Rio can actually be very affordable, but not during Carnival. If you thought the room was expensive, let me tell you, it's actually less than what I just spent on a single party. At the very end of this trip, we are going to the Sambadrome, which is like the biggest party in the world. And we got a ticket for 2 people. It was 10,500 Brazilian, which is a frick ton of money. More than I spent on this entire room. But that is in a few days. The city of Rio never sleeps. From the blocos that start at 7 a.m. to the Sambadrome parties that end at 7 a.m. But that doesn't even include the countless headline artists that are playing every day. And tonight we're going to see Adriatique at the Museu do Amanhã.
Blocko parties at 7 a.m.
Oh no.
So I know we're gonna do another sunrise party.
Oh no.
Dude, I don't know how these Brazilians do it over here. Like, when's the time to sleep?
Mon.
Morning!
You ready?
Yes.
There's a few places on this planet where if you have the chance, you just need to see it from the air. We got 30 minutes above Rio. Let's go.
Okay.
I swear though, not even the landing on the moon had more photos and videos taken. You guys went off.
What else are you supposed to do? How many times are you gonna do this in your life?
I know.
I
don't
hope
even
more.
remember it. I'll have to look back at my camera roll.
I think this is the best place to take out a flight.
Amazing.
Incredible. I've done a lot of helicopter flights now, and if there was one to pick, this would be the one. And with Vertical Rio, no brainer. Honestly, the best team and the best run operations. The open door experience here, you gotta do it. Today we're having a little Copacabana beach day and it is busy here. Look at all these umbrellas. How beautiful.
Insane. This beach has the most incredible vibe that I've ever thought of.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy. Everyone's just so grateful to be here having the best time. Sun tanning, playing some football.
We went from listening to the girl on Ipanema to being that girl. This beach is truly something special. Tonight is the night, the world's biggest party, and the party that cost me a small fortune. Let's see if it lives up to the hype.
It all starts right here.
Step 1, registration. And trust me, with thousands of people coming to this party, you need an assembly line to keep things moving. And the experience was actually really impressive. Check-in moved fast, and we were registered with facial recognition check-in.
Once you're checked in, then you come upstairs.
And the party's getting a lot closer.
There are a couple steps left, like collecting your Sambadrome fit.
Thank you. Everybody tonight is going to be wearing the exact same shirt, but they do let you customize it.
After that, it is complimentary open bar and open snacks and open hair and makeup.
Brazil's not kidding around. They want you to look good, otherwise you won't be let in.
I was impressed. This place ran like a Formula One pit stop.
So crazy. I can't believe that I'm gonna do someone's doing my hair.
And now we're ready for the bus. Yeah, bit of a buzzkill to be honest. You have to drive like 40 minutes just to get to the Sambadrome, but it brings you here.
It is the start of pure chaos. The chaos you feel right now is exactly how I felt when trying to figure out how this whole thing works.
Brazil speaks Portuguese, and honestly, it feels like a world of its very own. And as an English speaker, it's super confusing finding your way around and even buying tickets to these events. So let me explain.
So there are like 10, 20 different companies. There is Camarote N1, there's Alma, there's Nosso, there's like a bunch of these companies. And I thought they all had their own parades. No, it's not that way.
This is the Sambadrome. It's like a 700-meter promenade surrounded by grandstands, VIP boxes, and almost 100,000 attendees. Now, admittedly, you can actually sit up in these seats and pay as little as 30 bucks apparently. But I was warned they can be pretty unsafe. Not sure if this is true, but seeing how Rio has gone so far, it's probably true. Then you have your VIP areas.
Depending on the company you use, that is your section of what is just inside of there.
The closer you are to the front, the more you pay. And we paid way too much money to be here at booth number 1, also known as Camarote N1. So why do people pay for this? Well, let me show you. The moment we walked in, it was like a red carpet event. We were surrounded by Brazil's most famous, but I wouldn't pay for that. What we paid for was
all you can drink energy drinks, beer, champagne, rum, vodka, and even gum. There is a massive buffet. I mean, we're talking like Thanksgiving style here.
But honestly, that wasn't really the value for us.
So right over there, they're about to open the gate and let in a flood of orange. This is the starting point of the entire Sambadrome. Basically, they'll walk down this promenade from the far side all the way to the extreme other, passing by all these different booths. Now, Camarote N1 is actually the first booth that they walk by. It's also why it's like the more high-end, the more prestigious one.
The reason we upgraded to Camarote N1 was the party. This video is about the biggest party on planet Earth, and inside that biggest party is the biggest party in the Sambadrome, and that happens here. The more the VIP you go, the bigger the headliner artists. Some of these booths had the biggest names in electronic and house, like Kind Music, Bedouin, and other booths had more of a local style with Brazilian funk. If I had more nights, I would have loved to have tried that. Camarote was honestly super cool, but it's tough to choose between being inside and listening to the artist or holding your place at the front of the balcony while waiting for the next parade to start. But luckily, you do have from like 9 p.m. till 7 a.m. So we went outside, saved our spot, and got ready for something absolutely insane. A flood of sound, colors, and impressively muscular women made their way onto the promenade.
All of that was one competitor. Tonight there'll be about 6 or 7 more of that. And what's happening is over there in the white booth, there's some judges, and they judge all the competitors that come through here over the 4 days. And on the 5th day, that's when the winners will face off. Today's day 4. You can see how much money, time, energy goes into this event. This isn't just the world's biggest party. This is part of Brazil's culture.
I've sat here for about 5 minutes now, just trying to put my words to paper, but this is one of those moments where the video will just speak better for itself. The Sambadrome is one of the most impressive man-made experiences of our planet. The amount of time, money, energy that goes into making this possible is like nothing I've ever seen before. Men and women practice the entire year just for this moment right here. And oh my goodness, it really shows.
This is absolutely crazy. There's nothing else like it.
The Sambadrome isn't just a venue, it's a symbol of Brazil and her culture. It's a celebration of history from the Africans that first arrived in Brazil and the communities that built samba from the ground up. And while it doesn't come cheap to be here, I have zero regrets of how much I spent to be here. And honestly, we might just try and come again one day soon.
Straight from the party to the flight, and there is sunrise. We're headed to the Amazon rainforest. Can't wait to take you there, and let's get lost again in the next one.